iDiskiTV powered by World Betting. Disc Times, the CEO of the Orlando Pirates beating Stellenbosch controversially in the MTN8 Final. Kuchentla ngamlonyeni ngabom iStellenbosch yaqhuqwa inkwethu emehlweni bathi besahlafuna abantwana babantu kwathathwa okokutya ke yenzeka ke eMzantsi Afrika into ba uthi nangona uyibona into wrong kufuneka kuthiwe right. Well done to Orlando Pirates. They won under controversial circumstances for the second consecutive year, which was the same last year with the same referee at the same stadium in the same competition as well. Mr. So, take it away. What did you see in the final, sir?
Mr. Kunjani mfethu?
Yes, sir.
Ngibulise wena, ngibulise Junior, ngibulise Justice, ngibulise Bobo, ngibulise Pep. Ngibulise nani emakhaya. Cela support njalo la iDiskiTV. Uzobe nje njalo angijiki futhi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Q, well done to all of the Pirates, and yeah, you know, I don't know whether I should say I'm tired or I'm bothered or angas. We've been saying this, Mr. Q, season in, season out. These people. Players, coaches, they spend time during the week, they plan for the game. Then here comes this person, decide who's going to win on that day. It's so sad, Mr. K. It's very sad that, look, Pirates is a big team. Stellenbosch, look, they did very well. And well done to Coach Steve Parker. You know, if being strong, you deserve a very big respect. What you've shown tonight, you've shown us quality football, you've shown us how football should be played. Doesn't matter the circumstances, but you keep on pushing and pushing and looking at your boys. And you know, I love this boy Adams. He's Mr. Gill. Yeah, I'm not in a good state, Mr. Gill. I'm not in a good state at all.
I can imagine it's Stellenbosch, not Benjamin.
If
we are bothered, Tina, as fair human beings who want the right thing to happen, imagine the people, the victims of the thing that happened to them. How does it feel to be them? And then, of course, because this is life, imagine the people on the other side forcing themselves to be happy about something they saw. Like I cannot connect that. I'm not morally corrupt to the point where I can do that. Even if it was Bafana or Chelsea, my favorite team, I cannot get myself to do that. Like I'm not morally corrupt to do that, to see something, an injustice happening, and to say this is right. I don't get it. Imagine to be Stellenbosch and Steve Barker. You heard him speak here.
Yeah,
he really is pissed off by that.
Yeah, Mr. Q, I feel sorry for these boys, and you know, I'm not saying Pirates are not supposed to win. I'm saying win, but in the right way.
Of course, beat them.
Yeah, let's play, let's create chances, let's score. I mean, they scored an equalizing goal. There was nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You know, then let's continue again. You know, create chances, score. You know, I'm not going to talk about the third goal because the damage has been done already.
They already
the mind
they're not there.
Is dead already. And I just feel sorry for the boys. And you could see the way they were playing. Those boys, you know, they put everything in that field of play.
Let me ask you, so from your experience, I saw you guys being robbed in Africa as well, the Pirates.
Yeah.
It happened even when Senzo was still alive. Against the TP Mazembe. That was injustice. Like the whole country was behind the Pirates and we were like, this is wrong. We couldn't even see the visuals.
Yeah.
They took out the cameras.
Yes.
But I think even when you were playing, I remember just seeing, I've always been obsessed with football. I saw Pirates playing in the Champions League. One day, someone was holding Ipali. It was a corner.
Yes.
There was another Pirates player holding the pole and he was standing on top of the line.
Yeah.
When the ball came in, he cleared it away.
Yeah.
Meaning there's no way that's a goal.
Yeah.
Because Ngbambi Pale, I'm on the line, I'm not behind it. And I cleared the ball. And the referee said, it's a goal. Yeah. And it was a robbery. How does then, what does the dressing room look like in that kind of a moment where you know what you lost specifically because someone robbed you?
Yeah, Mr. K, you know, it's you feel like crying, you feel like tearing yourself apart, and sometimes you feel like grabbing the referee with your own hands and try to make him understand the state that you are in and the decision that is taking at that moment in the game. It's very sad, Mr. Q. And I that's why I'm saying Yes, Pirates have won. I mean, the Pirates is a big team, but I'm not in a good state where I will really, really celebrate the win. I mean, I want everyone to win, but win in a good way. And I'm not blaming Orlando Pirates. I'm crying, and we spoke about this, Mr. K, in our radio show to say the problem here, our referees are not consistent.
Yeah. And I asked you, do you trust them? And your answer was, I don't trust them.
When I'm saying I don't trust them, it's because of they always make mistakes, and the crucial mistakes where matters most. Then that's where they will come in and make those decisions, and it's so painful, Mr. Q. I mean, you can see the coach, Steve Parker. It's so even difficult for him to even talk. He just went there because
He's obligated.
he needs to be there. But initially, when you look at him in his face, you could tell that look. But what do you want from me?
I know that coaches don't own clubs.
Yeah.
With my club, if I owned my club, I would ask them to get out of that.
Yeah,
I would ask them immediately. In the moment of being robbed, I would ask them to get out. Because there are mistakes. Sometimes it hit an arm, no one sees it
Yes,
because there was too many players.
Yeah.
That mistake is an egregious mistake.
Yes.
It's a thing that is happening to
Yeah.
you. Like, hey, bang, pulka manj. Let us just get out of the stadium. Of course, they did the right thing, finished the game, no more controversy, but you take it with dignity. It happened to Lewis Hamilton 2021 Abu Dhabi in Formula
Yeah.
One.
Yes.
They took a win from him. They
Yeah.
gave it to Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
And Lewis Hamilton was so brave. He stood up and he accepted his silver medal, and they took his world championship in 2021. And he kept quiet. And his father was there. He was hugging his father. They were crying. When a crime is happening, bruh, like it happens on
Yeah.
live television,
Yeah.
it corrupts us. There's something that shouts injustice, and there's nothing that anyone can do. I think the greatest statement sometimes you can make is to say, we're not, like, we are getting out of this. You guys can continue to win and take that 10 million, but we are getting out. We're not going to be part of this. I know that's very difficult as well. Let's maybe cast an eye on the games or whatever we can do. Whatever you can say, mention about. I have no questions actually. Whatever you can say about the game.
Yeah, Mr. Gil, what I will say is that well done to Steve Parker and his technical team, the players. But I've seen control of the game from the first whistle. Yes, they conceded goals. For me, doesn't matter. Look at the boy Adams in that midfield, Abonduli in that midfield, De Jong, Titus. They were passing. They were in control of the game. Yes, Pirates, they had chances. Putting pressure on that defense of Stellenbosch, but overall for me, it's that's why sometimes banokuthi Msekewu ungadlala lonke ibhola but ekugcineni we just need an end product, and sometimes it's sad how the end product comes because a team that I still believe that if we can open books kahle kahle, I think Stellenbosch, they deserve to win this final. They did everything that any team can do to really be in that final, and the football that they displayed tactically, the way they were keeping the ball, carrying from the defense to the midfielder to the final third, they were on song. That's why it was so difficult to see Maswangani, because in that midfield, Adams and Dooley, no Chaba, they make sure that midfield, the Pirates, we are cracking it. That midfield were like they were teared apart because of the way they were controlling that midfield. They created chances for Titus, and Titus also, he had a chance to equalize, and it's just one of those nights, Mr. K, where I would say Steve Parker and his technical team, and I said it before, I think 2 seasons back, I said there's something that Steve Parker is doing and is doing it right. And tonight, I saw what Steve Parker has been cooking. The football that they display, well done to Stellenbosch.
Well, there you are. Thank you very much, Mr. So. We really appreciate this time. I hope you guys can appreciate as well that we're shooting this in the moment that it's happening. So whatever we're describing the feeling that is being felt in this moment. And that's the most honest thing. We don't go away for 1 hour or 2 hours and then come back after the thing has happened. This is the most raw emotion that you can feel, that this is what happened. You judge for yourself as well. I mean, you judge for yourselves what you saw there was right or wrong. And of course, I know One of the favorite things for morally corrupt people to do is to say, no, it happened to me 100 years ago, therefore, no, it does not make it right. You see it for yourself, and if you stand and say, it was right what happened, then that's what you're saying, right? That's fine. You have balls, you are old, you are a man, you're saying it's right, even if it's wrong. Even if the killing of other people is wrong, you say that's right, it's fine. But remember that it's going to happen to you again, because incompetent people are consistent in their incompetence. They are going to be incompetent towards you again. Don't call other people to be the witness of that. Remember what you said when it benefited you. It is TV Times was betting.